Good afternoon. What's everybody up to this Sunday afternoon? We're sharpening a few knives this afternoon for a client. Appreciate everybody tuning in. We're Sharpen Right Services. We're located in League City, Texas. League City's halfway between Houston and Galveston on the Texas Gulf Coast. We sharpen salon, barber, and pet grooming shears, clipper blades, sewing and industrial scissors, and just about any kind of knife. And we're just doing a few kitchen knives and one little hunting knife for a client that just dropped off. Thought I'd turn the camera on and say hello to everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. Do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. It does help our little business down here in Texas grow. We do mail-in sharpening from all around the United States. That was my dogs barking. Yeah, they were not happy with somebody walking by with dogs, other dogs. They like to bark at everybody who walks by. Hey, thanks for watching from Cuba. How did y'all fare with the hurricane? That was a mean hurricane. I hope you were safe and hope your family was safe. All right, we didn't overheat that blade, so that's good. Well, good. I'm glad you're safe, my friend. Those hurricanes are brutal. We're in southeast Texas, so we get hurricanes once in a while too. Not like you guys do in the Caribbean. Thanks for watching from Scotland. We were in Jamaica this summer, and I saw some pictures of the resort that we stayed in. Really got a lot of damage. What time is it in Scotland? It's evening there, correct? Okay, that's kind of late. Getting dark, I assume. Oh, wow. Yeah. There you go. That sounds like a good idea. My favorite beer is Bellhaven, and it's kind of hard to find in Texas. Jeremy, thanks for watching. I saw one little tiny deer, a 4-pointer. I didn't see anything else. I didn't even see a hog. But I'm gonna go back in December. I use a 308. I did this time. I brought my 308 this time, the semi-automatic AR-10, because I wasn't going to shoot a deer unless I saw just a really nice trophy buck. I was hoping for a couple of hogs. Yeah, Jim, I got back this morning actually. I left about 8:30. I stayed in the deer stand until about 8. and then we just came on home. I usually hunt with a 6.5 Creedmoor bolt action, but I took the AR this time. And I took a 45-70, but I didn't shoot it. Yes, we eat the hogs. They're actually really good. It's a very clean pork. There's no wild game to it. Some people think it's a wild game. There's no wild game flavor to it, but it's very lean too. So you don't want to overcook it. Really? Wow, that's crazy. I take it for granted that other countries you can't have weapons. In Texas, you can have just about anything. It's still the Wild West. And you just assume everybody's got a gun. At least I do. Oh, nice. Well, I don't get to go as much as I'd like. I usually go opening weekend, and I'll go one more time before the end of the year. Yeah, the UK is crazy. You can't get much of anything in the UK, even for hunting. Most of Europe is like that. We can have just about anything in Texas. Obviously, you can't have an automatic weapon, but so Jim, I come back. Everybody has been calling me all weekend. I need this sharpened. I need that sharpened. Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's some restrictions on it in Germany and Switzerland. And I follow some guy who is in Finland. He can hunt in Finland. And he can have a semi-automatic rifle also. And they do a lot of hunting in Italy, I believe. A lot of bird hunting in Italy. And they can have shotguns. I've never done any muzzle loader. My uncle he's got a 50 caliber muzzle loader that he used to hunt with. He hasn't done it in a long time. I know, can you believe that? You can't even take a couple of days off. Everybody's calling. Somebody showed up last night here to the house without calling, without texting. My sister was here watching the dogs. My sister and my nephew were here watching the dogs. People were like knocking on the door, can you sharpen this? And she's like, no, he's not here. He's closed this weekend. But she still never texted me. My sister said text him and schedule an appointment. I never heard from her. Yeah, that's Texas. You're exactly right. Job security. What now? Now there's a squirrel out there. This knife has been used in one of those drag-through sharpeners. A little more work here on this knife. We're almost there. I don't want to overheat the blade. I would get the Work Sharp. I think it's like a Mark V Kin Onion with grinding attachment. That's the one I would buy. That one would be, that's a good knife sharpener to sharpen a lot of different things. You can even touch up your broadheads for your arrows on it, if you're careful. All right, that looks good. Yeah, work sharp, Kin Onion with grinding attachment. Jim, what's that model? What's the newest one, Jim? I can never remember the name of the newest one. Yep, Buck will do that. They will replace the blade. Did they mail it back to Cuba for you? Can you receive packages from the United States? I don't know anything about that. Never thought about it. I know you'll have a hard time getting car parts and things like that. MK2, that's it. Thanks, Jim. I couldn't look it up. It's still called the Ken Onion Edition Elite Knife and Tool Sharpener. That's what mine is. I just don't have the Mark II. I guess this is the second version of that particular sharpener. It's available at Cabela's. Probably find it cheaper on Amazon, but once in a while you'll find a company selling it pretty cheap. I think it's a great little sharpener. I took it with me this weekend. I didn't get to use it because I didn't shoot anything, but I was prepared to sharpen knives on the go. They're very, Whetstones are slow going. If you're in a hurry, the machines are a lot faster, obviously. Very versatile machine. If you get one, upgrade the belts. There you go. You just asked a question. Upgrade the belts. Go get the PM Trizac and the these are the Trizac belts. These are 3M. And the first one I use is a Cubitron. You can get them all at currycustomcutlery.com. I think they're better than the ones from Work Sharp. They're a little bit more expensive, but they're better belts. They last a lot longer. And they run cooler. This is the same belt. This is the wider ones. You can see it's like a polymer type material. And it doesn't heat up the knives as well, as fast as other abrasives do. And they last a lot longer. And you can get a leather strop for it. And I think the Trizac belts go as high as 3,000. I know 2,500. I don't know if their 3,000 is available or not. I have some 2,500. This is a 1,200 grit. So these are basically kitchen knives. This one was 18 degrees. This is flat angle, 18 degrees for these kitchen knives. I love Dexter Russell. This is a Chicago cutlery. The angle I used was, I'm doing 18 degrees on this one. That's what it was from the factory. That's a Chicago cutlery sport knife. That's a nice knife, it really is. And this is one of those kitchen essential knives. You get those at Sam's or Walmart. Not super quality, but it's, you know, it's got a nice grip on it. If you're doing some barbecue or some cutting up fish or something like that, you want a good handle that's got some grip to it so it's not sliding out of your hand. At least I do. You're quite welcome, sir. I'm gonna do this one at 18 degrees also. I think that's what it is. I'm gonna find out. I can tell real quick. Yeah, it's 18 degrees. If it kicks up a burr that fast, it's probably about 18 degrees. Thanks, man. Take care. I hope you get another deer up in Oklahoma. A fillet knife or a boning knife is going to be around 18 degrees. 20 is a little too steep. The steel probably wouldn't hold anything beyond 16. Yeah, VG steel, you know, it's a very VG 10 is a very common steel. Not super durable, but a good knife. A lot of the salon shears are VG10. They hold a good edge. I'll try not to heat this blade up. Alright, I got a burr all the way across the blade now. I've got this one at 18 degrees per side. It probably would have held a 17. You know, this is one of those cheap knives from Sam's or Walmart. Thin steel, stamped steel. It probably would have held a 17. I did it at 18. Boning knife. Fillet knife. All right, we got one more knife to do. We got the hunting knife to do next. And I'll do it at 18 degrees also. Should be. We'll test and see what it is. I don't know if it's been sharpened before, so we'll do a scratch test and see. Just looking at it, it looks like about an 18-degree edge on it. But what we'll do is we'll do a scratch test. And so what I do with a scratch test is I take a Sharpie and I black out that edge. Yeah, this is going to be fun to do. This is a skinner. You're skinning an animal. Got a gut hook on it. Looks like the gut hook's never been used. So we'll use the edge of the belt to get that curve. Like I said, I think it's around 18 degrees. That's 18 degrees right there. Yeah, you know, I thought I got it sitting right here. I should use it. I'm gonna try this one. The kin onion worked really well on that. So here we go. Actually, it's a little more than 18 degrees. It's closer to 19 or maybe 20. I'm gonna do it at 18. I'm gonna make it sharp for him. Yeah, about 18 degrees. I changed the tracking on my belt and used the edge of the platen. Just a hair over the platen on the side of the platen there. He's got two different edges on this knife. It looks like he's probably been sharpening it with a whetstone and not getting the angle consistent across the blade. It's got a little wave in it. I should have got the kin onion out. Or I should have used my AMK 75 1x30. That would have been a better choice for this particular knife. But we're already here, so we're going to keep going. I've almost got a burr all the way across the blade. I've got an even bevel now. Alright, so now we can just continue to sharpen it and we're going to polish it. We'll make it look really good and make it really sharp. He's a deer hunter, so if If he gets a deer, he'll be ready. We're going to use the leather strop. We're going to strop the blade, but we're also going to strop the gut hook on it. What I do on the gut hook is put a little on the side. And polish that gut hook up. Actually, I need to do it this way. Tear it into the belt. Try it down here. A little bit more control down here. And see, I polished up that gut hook a little bit. It didn't look like it's ever been used. All right, folks, that's it. That's the last knife of this batch. Appreciate everybody watching. Hope you have a great day wherever you're at. Supposed to have some more knives come in this afternoon. If they do, I'll probably pop back online. Hope y'all have a great Sunday afternoon or evening wherever you're at. Have a good one. Take care.